Amethyst makes it easy to manage alternative builds by compiling in different blocks of code using conditional directives. For example, if you need to compile in different constants, values or methods when you are debugging and when you are preparing a release build. Conditional directives are controlled by global constants. For Flex applications, you can create these constants in the configuration page of Project Properties. The constants take the form of a namespace, such as config, and a variable name, such as debug or release, though you are free to use whatever names you like. You then have to give them values, which are typically, as here, true or false. To add a constant, right-click and click Add, and give it a name and a value. And if you no longer need a constant, right-click and remove. The constants can have different values for different named builds, such as release and debug. In your program, you can now use these constants to compile in different blocks of code for the active configuration. For example, when I select the debug configuration, config debug is true, so now this block will be compiled in, but the release block won't. When I select the release configuration, the reverse is true. Now this block will be compiled in, but the debug block won't. And you can create as many different builds as you like with as many conditional directives as you wish. You can even nest one conditional block inside another. For example, the Amethyst Designer, which is the drag-and-drop Flex design workspace in Amethyst, is itself a Flex application. And these are the conditional directives we use to switch between debug, release, and test configurations when we are doing the development in-house. In the code itself, we've nested directives so that we can have a debug and a release configuration, but when debugging, we can subselect different blocks of code or constants according to whether other constants, such as develop or test, are also true. If you're using Amethyst in cooperation with the Flash IDE, such as Flash CS4 or CS5, you need to set up conditional constants in the Flash IDE page of Amethyst Project Properties. Before you can do that, you also need to know how to create build configurations, and we have a separate video which explains how to do that. For more information and tutorials on Amethyst, including the Visual Designer for Flex, its integration with the Flash IDE, its code editor and debugger, go to the SapphireSteel software website at www.sapphiresteel.com.